Bringing you the latest news from around the world and here at home. I'm Sandru Ferdinando.
And I'm Nicola D'Souza. We start off with tonight's headlines.
New cabinet ministers sworn in. Sarath Fonseca, DM Swaminathan and Ravindra Samaravira not included. Will MPs who crossed over be awarded cabinet portfolios? General Secretary of the UPFA issues letter to Speaker confirming position of MPs. Vote on account worth 1,765 billion rupees passed for the first 4 months of next year. Fuel price formula to be reintroduced. Signs of a fuel price reduction tomorrow.
The cabinet has been limited to 30 ministers. Accordingly, 29 ministers were appointed to the cabinet today, while none of the SLFP MPs who crossed over received any ministerial positions.
UPFA MPs AHM Fauzi, Vijit Vijayamuni Soiza, Piyasena Gamage, Lakshman Senaviratne, Manusha Nayakara and Indika Bandaranayaka have already taken steps to extend their support to the ruling party. I am neither a minister or a deputy minister. However, I have joined the ruling party and therefore will extend my support to them.
Can you be there?
Though I was appointed through the SLFP, I cannot allow our country to be destroyed. Everything will turn out well. We witnessed how the country suffered without a government and a finance minister. We did not join expecting ministerial portfolios. We want to strengthen the democracy in our country.
Ministerial portfolios are not expected at all?
No. The Prime Minister had tried to give me a ministerial position. However, the President had opposed. Let's wait and see. It is not over yet. There are a few minor issues.
Will these problems be solved?
We will do something. Let's wait until Monday. The new political party will be formed and we will join them.
Let's talk about this later in detail.
I was not expecting anything. What has to be done will be done at the right time. I met with President Maithripala Sirisena and explained all facts regarding the current situation. This decision was made with his blessings. We have a deeper understanding for our country, more than our ministerial positions. The main obstacle is the court order that prevents ministers of the former cabinet to assume duties in the new cabinet. Therefore, we hope to remove the court order in January next year and will give ministerial positions to Vijayamuni D'Souza and other SLFPs. Their support is crucial to accelerate our country's economic growth.
That will be during the second term. Yes, the President says that now. Yes, it may be the case in the future.
That must be decided by the party. However, it was decided by the Central Working Committee of the SLFP that those who crossed over will be subject to disciplinary action, removed from the party and not be given any ministerial positions in the future.
The Cabinet of Ministers has been limited to 30, including the President. 29 ministers were sworn in before President Maithripala Sirisena today. Sarath Fonseca, DM Swaminathan and Ravindra Samaravira were not given ministerial positions today.
Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe was sworn in as the Minister of National Policies, Economic Affairs, Resettlement and Rehabilitation, Northern Province Development, Vocational Training and Skills Development and Youth Affairs at the Presidential Secretariat this morning. Ministry of Resettlement and Rehabilitation was under the purview of DM Swaminathan previously. Sajith Premadasa was sworn in as the Minister of Housing, Construction and Cultural Affairs. Haleem took oaths as the Minister of City Planning, Water Supply and also the Minister of Higher Education. Arjuna Ranatunga was sworn in as the Minister of Tourism, Development, Wildlife and Christian Religious Affairs. Sarath Fonseca was previously the Wildlife Minister. Gamini Jayavikrama Perera was sworn in as Minister of Buddha Sasana and Vayambar Development. The Ministry of Finance and Mass Media has been once again given to Mangala Samaravira. Lakshman Kiriyalla is the new Minister of Public Enterprise, Kandial Heritage and Kandy Development. Tilak Marapana was sworn in as the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Dr. Rajitha Senaratne was sworn in as the Minister of Health, Nutrition and Indigenous Medicine. Ravi Karunanayake was this time appointed as the Minister of Power and Energy and Enterprise Development. Vajra Abewardena is the new Minister of Internal and Home Affairs and Provincial Councils and Local Government. Rishad Badiuddin was sworn in as the Minister of Industry and Commerce, Resettlement of Protracted Displaced Persons and Cooperative Development. Patali Champika Ranawaka was given the Ministry of Megapolis and Western Development. Navin Disanayaka was appointed as the Minister of Plantation Industries. D. Harrison took oath as the Minister of Agriculture, Rural Economic Affairs and Livestock Development, Irrigation and Fisheries and Aquatic Resources Development before the President today. Kabir Hasheem was sworn in as the Minister of Highways, Road Development and Petroleum Resources Development. Arjuna Ranatunga is the new Minister of Transport and Civil Aviation. Rajitha Senaratne was sworn in as Minister of Lands and Parliamentary Reforms and Rajitha Senaratne as the Minister of Public Administration and Disaster Management. Palani Thigambaram is the new Minister of Hill Country New Villages, Infrastructure and Community Development. Chandrani Bandara was sworn in as Minister of Women and Child Affairs and Dry Zone Development. Thalathathu Korala was sworn in as the Minister of Justice and Prison Reforms and Akila Viraj Karyavasam as the Minister of Education. Abdul, Haleem, Mohamed, Hasheem was appointed as Minister of Postal Services and Muslim Religious Affairs. Sagala Ratnayaka took oath as the Minister of Ports and Shipping and Southern Development before President Patali Thigambaram today. Harin Fernando was sworn in as the Minister of Telecommunications, Digital Infrastructure, Foreign Employment and Sports. Mano Ganeshan was sworn in as the Minister of National Integration, Official Languages, Social Progress and Hindu Religious Affairs. Malik Samaravikrama has been included in the cabinet once again as he took oath as the Minister of Development Strategies, International Trade and Technology and Research. Daya Gamage was sworn in as the Minister of Labour, Trade Union Relations and Social Empowerment. The Police Department comes under the Ministry of Defence and it comes under the purview of President Maithripala Sirisena.
වෙනදා සම්ප්‍රදායන කුල සියලු දෙනා එකට ඉඳගෙන අමාත්‍යවරුන් විදිහට දියුරුම් දෙන එක අද වෙන වෙනම අරගෙනද දියුරුම් දුන්නේ කොහොමද ජනාධිපතිතුමා ඉදිරියේ තමයි දියුරුම් දුන්නේ නෑ කාමරයකට අරගෙන එක එක්කෙනා වෙන්නේ කොහොමද කාමරයකනේ දියුරුම් දෙන්නේ අනේ යථා කාලෙදී.
There will be several changes in the near future. Some of us have more portfolios. I have 4 ministries. I have to give away 1 or 2.
එතකොට රාජ්‍ය ඇමතිවරු සහ නියෝජ්‍ය ඇමතිවරු කවදාද දියුරුම් දෙන්නේ?
මම හිතන්නේ මේ දවස් කීපේ උත්සව සහ දේවල් ජනප්‍රිය වෙනවා ටෙලිකොම් උත්සව කරන එකත් අද නැත්නම් හෙට වෙයි සිදු වෙනවා.
කොහොම සාර්?
It was a successful event. We are all dismissed happily.
The vote on account to cover the expenditures of the first 4 months of 2019 will be presented in Parliament tomorrow.
It has been proposed to spend 1,765 billion rupees on state expenditure for the first 4 months of the next year. 970 billion rupees from the total sum would be allocated for debt servicing. Finance Minister Mangala Samarveera said it was approved by the cabinet today. This is 55% of the total expenditure for the next year. In a statement issued by the Finance Ministry, it is stated that the funds have been allocated from the vote of account from welfare projects and development projects that have been previously halted. With the beginning of a new school term, measures will also be taken to provide uniform vouchers for more than 4 million school students.
No, relief would not be given out of the vote of account. The vote account is used as a mean to allocate funds to pay salaries during the first few months. We do not provide fine relief. Mahinda Rajapaksa used our pricing formula and the decreasing market price of fuel in the global market and provided these reliefs. He gave those relief based on our pricing formula. We hope to release another statement tomorrow based on our analysis of the new situation. Definitely, because that is exactly what the country needs. We did face criticism because when we operated the price formula, there was a hike in the market price of fuel. But now it is decreasing. Wait until tomorrow.
These details were revealed at a media briefing held after the minister assumed duties in his post. Former Minister Vijay Muni Soiza was also present.
Housing, Construction and Cultural Affairs Sajid Premadasa stressed his commitment towards serving the people in a short span of time.
Minister Sajid Premadasa arrived at his ministry after assuming duties. Following religious observances, the minister presented a sum of 1 million rupees to Lushan Pushparaj, who gained international fame by clinching the World Bodybuilding Championship.
During the upcoming period, everyone must be prepared to work 24 hours and not just from 8:30 to 4:30. We will definitely work on a shift system and make this ministry full of life. There's only around 10 months for a presidential election, so get ready to do the work of 10 years within these 10 months. I have plenty of work for those who are committed, and I have nothing for those who cannot work. I will not only talk, I will show the results by doing 10 years of work within 10 months.
මගේ කටින් විතරක් නෙවෙයි මගේ වැඩවලිනුත් මම පෙන්නන්නම් මාස 10න් අවුරුදු 10ක වැඩ කරන්නලා. ඔබතුමා එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂයේ ජාතික පක්ෂයේ මගේ අභියෝගය තියෙන්නේ දැන් මාස 10ක මම කරන්න ඕනේ අවුරුදු 10ක වැඩ. ඊට පස්සේ මම ඊළඟ අභියෝග ගැන උත්තර දෙන්න. නෑ අපි ඒ තැනට අවිල්ලා නෑනේ. අර මේ හත් ගවුවක් තියාගෙන මොනවද ගහන්න එපා කියලා තියෙන්නේ. අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම මේ ඔක්කොම ස්ථිර කරනවා. ඒක ගැන අමුතුවෙන් කියන්න දෙයක් නැහැ.
Minister of Plantation Industries Rajitha Senaratne assumed duties today.
The minister assumed duties at the Ministry of Plantation Industry in Battaramulla following religious observances.
අපි හිතනවා දැන් අපි පළවෙනි
28 of our ministers were sworn in today. We also held discussions with the president yesterday. We are hoping that Sarath Fonseca and Range Bandara will also receive ministerial portfolios in the future. We are also hoping that Vijay Munizoisa, Lakshman Senaratne and Indika Bandaranayaka, who made so many sacrifices in the SLFP, will receive ministerial portfolios too. We had an agreement with the UPFA after the first cabinet was sworn in, and that was to form a national government. The resolution of the national government is still in Parliament. It has not been violated. Even if the UPFA leaves Rauf Hakeem, who signed this, is still in SLMC with us. We believe we will be able to reach an agreement with the SLMC and increase the number of ministers to more than 30. We will also seek advice from the Attorney General.
ඒකට නීතිපතිගේ උපදෙස් දැන් පතනවා.
අද කැබිනට් මණ්ඩලයක් පත් කරලා තිබෙනවා.
A cabinet has been appointed. Yesterday, when this is not a national government, they had nominated 36 people. The president has very clearly rejected this. There is no legal premise to create a national government, since those proposals were rejected. We have received information that in the coming few days, the UNP is planning to table a proposal in Parliament to create a national government with one parliamentarian from the SLMC. A main political party cannot create a national government along with one other political party.
ජාතික ආණ්ඩුවක් නිර්මාණය කිරීමේ හැකියාවක් නැහැ.
Welcome back to the news. Parliamentarian Ranjit Soisa and 3 others who were arrested over an assault on a man in Godakawela were remanded until the 1st of January today. They were arrested on the 16th of this month when they arrived in the Godakawela police station following the incident. The suspects, including Ranjit Soisa, were remanded after they were produced before the Palmadula Magistrate Courts. In more local news, a question has arisen whether Mahinda Rajapaksa is still a parliamentarian after he acquired the membership of Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna. According to views expressed by a group of MPs opposing Mahinda Rajapaksa, they are in the stance that his presence at the parliament should be inquired by a parliament select committee. However, Mahinda Rajapaksa's faction said it is not necessary.
This question arose when Mahinda Rajapaksa was appointed as the opposition leader. Parties that support the UNP-led government expressed their views that Mahinda Rajapaksa cannot hold this position. General Secretary of the UPFA, Mahinda Amaravira, issued a letter to the Speaker stating that all MPs who were elected to the Parliament by the previous election will remain as members except for Geeta Kumarasinghe, who resigned following a court order. The SLFP party constitution does not stipulate that when a membership is acquired in another party, that person will lose his membership in the SLFP. There should be a disciplinary inquiry that should be taken forward to a board and then decision should be taken. Thereafter, the General Secretary of the SLFP will have to inform the General Secretary of the Parliament. That's what should be made in such a situation. Neither of these have occurred. We have not received any charge sheets. The leader of the party have not interdicted according to the constitution. Opposition leader, former President Mahinda Rajapaksa, remains as our senior patron officially.
ජේෂ්ඨ අනුශාසක හැටියට නිල වශයෙන් ඉන්නේ.
මේ අවස්ථාවේදී ඔබතුමාලාගේ දේශපාලන පක්ෂය මොකක්ද?
පක්ෂයේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා නිදහස් පක්ෂයේ සංධානයේ එක්සත් ජනතා නිදහස් සංඝ.
හරි. එතකොට 2018 නොවැම්බර් මාසේ 11 වෙනිදා ඔබතුමාලා යම්කිසි පක්ෂයක සමාජගත
මම ගොඩක් දැක්කා මම ගියා.
I didn't go anywhere. Did you see me going? On that day at Mahinda Rajapaksa's official residence, I was given the task to compile few documents. That group photos is what I took when I went there. The question here should be not the fact that we have obtained a membership in a party, but the fact whether we have resigned from the SLFP. We don't know whether we have been given the membership or not, but Basil Rajapaksa, as the General Secretary, has stated that they have not given membership yet. However, it is not a problem for the SLFP to give this honourable membership. How many information cards do we receive even for ceremonies and meetings? You must have seen one of them.
President Maithripala Sirisena attended the first event in Anuradhapura following the appointment of the new cabinet.
President attended the North Central Provincial Grama Shakti Operations Committee along with Minister P. Harrison.
ආර්ථික සංවර්ධනය ඇති කිරීම සඳහා ඒ ජාතික වශයෙන් ගෙනියන වැඩපිළිවෙලට සමගාමීව
The Grama Shakti initiative helps to develop entrepreneurship in parallel with steps taken as a country to strengthen the economy. It helps the country as well as the individuals who commit themselves to the benefit of the country. Therefore, the ones who are courageous and tireless will be able to reap benefits through the Grama Shakti initiative.
ඒ සඳහා සිය ආත්ම ධෛර්යය සහ ආත්ම ශක්තිය තිබෙන අයට තමයි මෙහි ප්‍රතිඵල නෙලා ගන්න පුළුවන්කම තිබෙන්නේ.
Later, the President donated a sum of 2 million rupees for a talented entrepreneur in the area to promote self-employment.
These are people who acted like bosses after obtaining membership of the Pohot Tour. They had a backdrop of the SLPP when they were holding press conferences. Now they are holding press conferences with a black cloth to cover the Pohot Tour backdrop. They are engaged in thievery. They do not even know to do it properly. It is a known fact that these people obtained membership of the Pohot Tour. They must stop deceiving the people at least now. We hope to lodge a complaint regarding this conspiracy against the state. We can go to the CID. We can go to other units of the police and also the bribery commission. These complaints have to be made and these have to be investigated.
Fired water cannons and tear gas to disperse a protest march organized by the Inter-University Students' Federation.
The protest march commenced near the technical junction in Mardana, citing several demands in universities. Heavy traffic congestion was reported along the roads towards the presidential secretariat as the protesters were blocking one side of the road. Police fired water cannons and tear gas to disperse the protesters when trying to march towards the presidential secretariat. Later, the crowds dispersed after gathering opposite the presidential secretariat.
The order on the application for bail made on behalf of the beneficial owner of Perpetual Treasuries Limited, Arjuna Aloysius, and its CEO, Kasun Palisena, will be delivered on the 1st of January by Colombo Chief Magistrate Lanka Jayaratna.
Today, the Attorney General made a written objection requesting bail not be granted to the suspects. Prison officials produced both suspects before court today, and the magistrate ordered for them to be produced once again before court on the 1st of January. The Department of Prison says Arjuna Aloysius, who was moved to the prison's hospital, is suffering from fever and asthma. Prison spokesperson Tushara Upuldeniya said as his condition worsened, Aloysius was moved to the prison hospital yesterday. He added immediate treatment is being provided to Aloysius, and once he recovers, he will be moved back to his cell.
Now testifying at today's Presidential Commission of Inquiry on Irregularities at Sri Lankan Airlines, Sri Lankan Catering and Mihin Lanka was former Chief Financial Officer of the airlines, A.S. Chandrasekhara.
It was revealed at the Commission today that a business plan prepared by Chandrasekhara in May 2011 for the restructuring of Sri Lankan was not taken into consideration by the senior management. This business plan was later replaced by a new business plan prepared by an unknown aviation consultancy firm known as Intervistas. The business plan required a capital injection of $500 million.
Bali's tourism industry has set a high bar for 2019 as it looks to attract 8 million foreign investors, 1 million higher than the target for 2018. The target was not reduced as the number of foreign tourists visiting Bali were lower when compared to 25 million and 32 million foreign tourist arrival in Malaysia and Thailand respectively. Bangkok welcomed 18 million tourists per year. Tourism Minister Arif Yahya said that Bali had more to offer than the capital of Thailand. In an interview with Dr. Suranga Silva, a senior lecturer at the University of Colombo, has stated that even though the number of tourists in the country is important, it is not the only indicator used to measure the benefits of tourism to the country. He adds that Sri Lanka has to think about how the income generated from the industry can be distributed to the stakeholders and others involved in the industry. Dr. Suranga Silva further added that with Sri Lanka's potential in attracting tourists, and if Sri Lanka sets a target for the following year, they have to attract the right kind of tourists, which include middle-income earners who have a tendency to spend more on the country, and that the income that they earn should be distributed to the stakeholders and others involved in the industry.
Let's now cross over to News First. Taush Kumar Singh, who is at the Christmas zone in the MTV Embassy head office in Beirut Place, Colombo.
A very good evening to all our viewers watching. A very good evening to all our viewers watching Primetime News on TV1, coming to you live and direct from the News First Christmas Centre located at the beautifully decorated Echelon Square in Colombo. Well, if you are wondering where I am right now I am at the Sirasa Christmas Zone located at the News First headquarters in Beirut Place, Colombo, now which will be opened for the general public at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Now, Christmas is best spent with your loved ones, so why not come here with your best friends, your family and your loved ones tomorrow at the Sirasa Christmas Zone located here at the Beirut Place, Colombo. If you come here, you will be able to witness live carol services conducted by and performed by well-known singers across the island, and of course our live magic shows, not to forget the snow center that we have and the gigantic Christmas tree that is located in the premises. So we once again request you to come here and enjoy, celebrate Christmas with us. It is me, Taush Kumar Singh, signing off from here at the Sirasa Christmas Zone located at the Beirut Place, Colombo. It is back to the Echelon Square.
2018.
I won the award for the best para-athlete at last year's Platinum Awards, and I am determined to win this award this year as well. I am Dinesh Priyantha Herath.
Sports First Allianz Platinum Awards 2018.
Well, that's a wrap of your primetime news for tonight. Thank you for joining us. For the News First team, I'm Nicola De Zoiza.
And I'm Sandro Ferdinando.
Take care and good night. You can come say hi to us at the Echelon Square as well.